It's time to love an album again. Or is it? There's already controversy surrounding John Mayer's new record, Sob Rock. Can you believe it? It's not even out yet. The first single hasn't even come out yet. It comes out this Friday, actually, June 4th. However, people are already kind of upset with a few things, and I'm going to tell you what those things are. First, though, I'd like to thank you if you're back from being a recent subscriber from my last video. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you giving me a chance. If you're an existing subscriber, thank you for also giving me a chance, because I know this is not what I normally do. Normally I'm singing, playing guitar, and doing that sort of thing. So whatever reason you're here for, I really appreciate it, and thanks so much for hanging out. If you like what I'm doing, hit the like button. If you don't like what I'm doing, hit the dislike button. If you want to leave a comment, please do. I try to respond to all of them. And ultimately, if you could possibly subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. So let's get to it. Why are people upset? Let me tell you. It's interesting when you can be a fan of somebody, but then be kind of upset with how they're bringing you new music. Trust me, I've been there. Actually, I might be with you on this right now. I don't know. I'm still trying to work that out. But we know his album is called Sob Rock. We know a few things about it. It's looking like 10 songs on this album is the kind of the mark. However, 3 of those songs have already been released. New Light, I Guess I Just Feel Like, and Carry Me Away all have been released already. So, can you really consider this a totally new album when 30% of it has already been released? Maybe, maybe not. Now, we were expecting a full album. Those songs kind of exist on their own, especially New Light. That song was a huge hit for him. Somebody at this point in his career, I don't think was expecting to get a song that would be so popular streaming-wise. I haven't looked at the numbers lately, but I mean, there are tons of streams on New Light. It might be his #1 Spotify song. So I think, that was even a surprise to John Mayer, but it exists on its own. You don't need an album these days. Carry Me Away, and I Guess I Just Feel Like, those were kind of nice little surprises in the interim period before we got the new album, which is coming out now. But all 3 of those songs are approaching 2 years old or more. So I can understand why people are saying, hey, this album better be 13 songs long if you're going to throw those on there. I don't think it is. I think there are 10 songs on the album, and I think 3 of them are the singles I just mentioned. So now you're left with 7. Add in Last Train Home, which is coming out Friday. That's the first single from the record. Now you're left with 6. If you're a fan of TikTok and using that app, you know that he has shared smaller clips than Last Train Home, of at least a couple more songs. So now you are looking at more than half of the album not being new to you. As a fan, I can see why you might be upset by that. On the other hand, we don't really live in an album-centric world anymore when it comes to releasing music. Singles are kind of the way to go. In a lot of ways, that's really cool because artists can do things that like surprise you with a song out of nowhere. You can do that with an album too, of course, but it's a lot more work and takes a lot more prep. And usually if you're going to put out an album, you want to, it's going to be a longer drawn-out process. As we've seen with the Sob Rock marketing campaign and all that, and we're still having to wait till July 16th for this thing to come out. Is it better than having just another couple singles trickle out over the next 2 years? I would say so. Is it going to be like Continuum just coming out of nowhere in 2007 and blowing everybody's mind? Is it 2006, 2007? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. No, I don't think so. It's not going to be like that. But that was also almost 14 years ago, and we're in a different place in the music industry now. So the fact that we even have a collection of songs is kind of cool. It is an album. I think it's interesting that he's been talking about it as this sort of cohesive piece and almost criticizing the search for everything as not being that. But I was on board with his sort of like description of Sob Rock as this cohesive piece that he wrote during the pandemic until I heard that 3 of the songs had actually already been released pre-pandemic and exist kind of in their own right individually. Now, of course, Carry Me Away is going to be re-recorded. At least elements of it are being re-recorded. So there is a chance that maybe there's something new on New Light. Maybe there's something new on I Guess I Just Feel Like. We'll have to see. That's part of the excitement. You might just get the same track. Who knows? But tell me what you think. What's your prediction? Are you upset by this? Are you hoping for the 10 fresh, brand new John Mayer songs? Something tells me that, if you are upset, it's okay because he's probably got a ton more music that he's got in the bank. Once again, I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for listening to me be a fan of someone else's music. I hope to do this more. If you want to hear more about what I do normally, check out my channel. There's tons of other videos of me performing. You can find them in the description below. If you like the video, like it, of course. If you like the channel, subscribe. And you can find my music on every platform there is. Just search for my name, and we'll see you next time.